he was trying to be a little bit more dominant, and I immediately like basically punished him for that.
Do you have a favorite punishment right now? It allows you to like be that version of yourself.
Oh my god, so beautiful.
Oh my god, I have like shivers. I
was like, no blowjobs for you. He wanted me so bad. Somehow he broke the handcuffs, gets out of the handcuffs, and then he was like, oh. And I'm like, well, like you wanted me. And like now he's like, well, just put me back in. They're still willing to do this for me. That drives me crazy.
Welcome back to Uncensored. We have Dasha Bond here with us, and we are going to do some fun rapid fire questions. This is going to be right off the cuff. So just say whatever comes to your mind. It can be short, it can be long, however you want it. Okay. Do you have a favorite clip of all time?
Yes, I do. I think my favorite clip is actually one that I did recently, and it's going to be my VHS lesbian porno. It's something I had in my mind for a little bit. It took me a couple months to like make happen. The second that I saw it, I'm like, this is art. I love it. That's definitely my favorite. I keep thinking about it. I'm obsessed with it. It's so sexy. And I still get to play this like dominant role, and I really love like vintage aesthetics, and then adding my dominant twist to it, because I don't think that's like really seen before. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's hot. It's perverted. Like it's all the things that I want it to be.
Yeah, that one sounds amazing. Do you have a favorite video with a sub that comes to mind?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm kind of gonna be basic, like all my other subs. I have a chastity CEI pegging video. I love making men eat their own cum. Like, I'm obsessed with that video. It's a great video. Yeah, that one I'm obsessed with. And like, who doesn't love pegging?
Yeah, so popular. What is it about cum eating that like you love so much?
You know what it is? It's because they already came. They're not horny anymore, right? And they're still willing to do this for me. That drives me crazy. Because obviously, like, I haven't come yet. Only they have. And I'm like, so my mind is still in a top space, in a dom space. And so the fact that they're still willing to do something for me that is like perverted after they've came, that does it for me.
Yeah, that level of devotion is really nice when it's like, okay, it's not for your own gratification anymore.
Yes.
Fully. It's not about your horniness. It's about me. And you've eliminated that, like, you know, that problem. You know? I
agree.
Eliminated that problem.
I completely agree.
Do you have a favorite session of all time? What comes to mind? It could be like a top 3 or top 5. I know this is a hard question.
Sure. I think my favorite session, okay, this is kind of crazy because this has only happened twice to me. I kind of blacked out, not in the way that like I fainted, but I started a session and then all of a sudden I just like don't remember it. And then right as like I was coming out of top space, I like woke back up and I was talking to my sub about it, and it was like crazy. Like I remember it kind of like bits and pieces. It was almost like it was a dream. I was just so, I think, like in an intense emotion that's kind of what like came to me. But the session was mostly, I started off with her talking. She was talking. She was very nervous. And I think after a while, I just was kind of like, something snapped at me and I slapped her across the face. And it immediately put her into subspace, and that put me into top space. And we just like started from there. And it was like a really, really heavy impact scene. And so that's what I started doing like immediately. And I just went so hard on her. I was using canes, metal paddles, wooden paddles. Like I was just going like through everything that I wanted to do, and that also brings her into like a really deep subspace, like the more impact that we would do together. And then after that, I think I like dragged her. I was like so impatient. I was like moving so quickly. I dragged her, and then I was like, put a strap on as like quickly as possible, and I started fucking her. And she comes fairly easily, and I just started like fucking her so hard. She kept wanting to come. I kept going back and forth. I think I spent like an hour edging her. And then I think there was something like she asked from me, and I think I slapped her again. And I was just like in this like crazy space. It was so primal, it was so feral. And I think it's just because of that like reaction that it elicited from me, right? Like I think there are other things that have been like more extreme, but that was the time that I felt like some of like the most emotion.
Yeah, it sounds like you were just completely in your like such a strong top space that you that primal urges really came out. And sometimes it's really the sub that brings it out of you. It's like how deep they drop into that.
I agree.
And it allows you to like be that version of yourself.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful.
Oh my god, I have like shivers. I love going into that space for myself too.
Me
Just
too.
like I'm an absolute animal and you're gonna take it, and it's like I'm hunting you.
Exactly.
Almost like I'm eating you alive right
God.
now, and I'm just like all the flesh and
Oh my god. Speaking of, there was one time with like a partner that I had, like an ex-partner of mine, where I chased him around with a knife and we were outside and it was like really crazy. And I think eventually we ended up going inside and I was like hiding, and I like put this knife up to his like dick and balls. And I think at first like he was trying to be a little bit more dominant, and I immediately like basically punished him for that, and then it just turned into this like really rough fuck with like this knife up against his balls like the entire time.
that's so hot.
Oh my god, it was so good. Like the chase, the like the like the role reversal, the punishment, like everything about it was so. That is definitely one of my favorites too.
Oh my god. Also like the fear too of like
I love
fucking
fear.
with a knife against him like that, and he's like, you know, he has to like try to not have that cut into him while he's moving, and like, you know, the strange, but also trying to like get what he like needs satisfied.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy.
And stay hard through all of this while also being terrified, which was a little easier than we thought. But
you're having a really easy time with this against you right now.
very fun.
This reminds me of a story Lydia told me. She and her partner would.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they would go to what is it, like Griffith Observatory at like 3 a.m. and they would rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses has to just bolt into the woods.
Yeah.
And then the other person has to like hide them, and they get found. It's like a CNC scene.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god, that's so funny. I know that I think
so
about that
much fun.
occasionally.
Oh my god, yeah, that's amazing. Wow, I can talk about like the kidnapping scenarios and hunting stuff for forever.
I know, it's so hot.
Yeah. Currently, do you have like a close circle of subs? Do you have like regular subs that you have long dynamics with? And how do you like maintain those relationships?
Yeah, I'm very good at maintaining relationships. One, because community is everything to me. So both like friends, other doms, other sex workers, just like anybody, right? My subs, like that is super important to me. But with my subs in particular, I always tell them, like, if you're not getting enough attention from me, it's because you're not doing enough in return for it. Like, I give the amount of attention that like you are then putting in the effort to get. So if anybody ever feels like they're not getting enough like attention from me, it's because they're not doing enough in return, right? There is a reciprocity to it. I take care of my subs, they take care of me. And so I think one of my favorite long-term subs, she is always going out of her way to make sure that like I am happy, I get to explore my fantasies, We play very well together. We mesh very well together. And yeah, like for example, I started playing golf. I'm really into golf. One of our sessions, we like did a whole session, and then afterwards she was like, let's go do like a top golf little thing, because she just knew that I was like interested in it. And I think that was really sweet of her. We actually bonded first because I used to be an amateur boxer, and she also boxes, and so that was really fun. We did like a boxing, like just like a training together, and that was really fun, right? Like, so we definitely have like social time as well, and just like exploring our mutual interests together outside of like a private time is really beautiful, and it makes me super happy. But yeah, I have multiple subs. I have a good amount of like female subs as well as male subs, and I'm very thankful for that, to have this like wide range of like ages, genders, like everything. I'm very happy that I have mass appeal, I guess. But yeah, I think it's just about like constantly reaching out to them too. Like I love checking in with them, making sure they're okay, and giving them, like, making their fantasies into reality. Like, that is so beautiful to me. So yeah, I love keeping up with them. I love seeing what they're doing. And also it's important, I think, if you're playing with them, to know where their headspace is at, like where are they mentally? Yeah. If they're having a really stressful time, like, then my sessions are probably going to be more of like a stress relief for them, right? I have to create something that's going to be kind of cathartic. Whereas if they are really happy, then it's going to be something that's a bit more high energy, and we're going to tap into maybe more new things. And I know that I can explore a little more in that space. Versus if they're really stressed out, then, you want to play it a little safer. And, you're kind of playing around with those emotions and trying to elicit the emotions like that they want, whatever their goals are, if they have any. So that's important to me. Yeah, just keeping up with them, making sure I know where they're at.
Yeah, how do you manage your own emotional energy when you have like multiple subs, and like how do you take breaks? How do you figure that out for yourself?
Like, throughout my normal lifestyle, I think I have a really good balance. I rarely get burnt out. I try not to do too much of what I don't like, because, at the end of the day, like, job's a job, but I do really love everything I do. It's very rare that I do something that I like don't like. There's some things that I'm like, okay, this is a little bit more of a chore, like latex, for example. I love how it looks. I hate putting it on, right? Like that, I feel like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, I if I had to do sessions every single day with latex, I'd probably get burnt out, and I'd be like, oh, like, again, like, I have to put this on, like, this is not fun. I smell like a tire. Like, I'm tired of this. So I always have a lot of, I think, me time in between all of everything that I do. Sleep is the most important thing. I never let myself not get enough sleep for me. That is the thing that will really send me over the edge. Like, if I have a session and I didn't get enough sleep, I'm irritable. I'm going to be probably a little less considerate. Which, to be fair, this might be attractive to some subs, but I think that's important to me. Getting enough sleep, making sure I'm working out a lot, that makes me happy, just in general as a person. I try to get massages weekly. That makes me feel more relaxed, more happy. Lets me peg longer.
Yeah, you have a really great self-care routine. I remember when you were in Philly, you're like, there's places in my house where I don't do work in.
Yes.
Like, this is sacred space. Yes. I don't have a track over, and the sleep thing has been really consistent also. Like not drinking,
That's true.
Yeah.
I am very healthy. I think that also like helps me have a lot of balance. I'm very disciplined. But yeah,
yes,
like
you are, yeah.
In my house, I don't work in my bedroom. My bedroom is my bedroom. I don't work there. Maybe I've taken like a couple second, like minute clips in there or whatever, but there's never gonna be like I'm setting up a tripod and like doing like all these sit down videos. Like my bedroom is my safe space. It's where I get dressed. It's where I sleep. It's where I masturbate. That's my space. And then I have another bedroom, and that's going to be like where I do my work. Like, if I want to sit down and film a video, that's going to be that. Like, everywhere in my house has a dedicated space, and I try to always like keep to that. And it's nice because most of the time if I'm sessioning, it's going to be in a dungeon, it's going to be at someone else's home, it's going to be in a hotel, things where I can like almost like go to an office and like bring it, like try and not bring it home, right? But at the same time, like my work is my life. I love my job. And so, but having those like dedicated spaces is important. And then, yeah, I am very like healthy. I think that keeps me grounded, right? I've been vegan for 10 years. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink caffeine. Like those things, like that makes me happy and it makes me feel good. And I think that's also good, right? You always want your dom to feel good.
Yeah. And I think so much of doming well is you're taking care of yourself first and foremost, and then someone is joining you in that space, and then you have the energy for high intensity. Because sometimes like when you're sessioning all the time, plus, you know, doing videos and then performing, it's like you're in high intensity like 5 days out of the week. Sometimes for multiple hours constantly. That's a lot. And
I agree.
Yeah, the rest has to be as intense as the play.
I completely agree.
Do you have a favorite punishment right now?
Well, you know, the only real punishment in my mind that is actually a punishment is the silent treatment, right? Like, truly.
Amen. Yeah,
but
I agree.
mean, and I don't try and give that out often, right? That, like, you really have to earn that. But I think if I'm giving somebody a punishment, I mean, it doesn't feel like a punishment to me, but it's just come denial. Orgasm denial, because a lot of the times I do that because I'm like, no, I just want a bigger load when I see you. But for them, it's a punishment, and I will play into it being a punishment. And I love doing that, and that way when I see them, like it's this massive release, but also like more intense emotion when they're around me, which I love.
I love all that pent up feeling when it happens with come denial. It's like I love orgasm training. It's crazy.
Agreed.
The last question that I have for you. We've all had whoops moments in sessions, you know, tripping on a rug, something goes wrong. What is the like funniest whoops moment you've had in a session?
The first thing that comes to mind is I was face fucking a sub, and then she just like pukes. And I was like, okay, we move on. I was like, no blowjobs for you. I was like, this is kind of funny. I was like, it's fine. It didn't like get on me, so I think that's also why I like wasn't upset or anything like that.
Was she really embarrassed?
Yes, of course she was embarrassed. And I was like, no, I'm like, this is okay. It happens. Like, I'm like, there's a lot of things that can happen and go wrong. It's about like, again, it's a safe space. Like, I'm never gonna like, somebody does something and I start yelling at them. That'll never happen.
Yeah. Also no judgment around whoopses either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Unless someone's like violating a boundary, which I thankfully rarely have happen. I'm not going to be that like stern. Usually I'm just going to be like, that's okay. We see that this isn't what we want to do, and then we move on.
Yeah.
But that one was kind of funny. I was definitely laughing a bit inside.
Oh, yeah. You got to open up the throat a little bit more, girly, you know?
Yeah. Another time I had a sub who was handcuffed, and we were like playing around. He wanted me so bad. Somehow he broke the handcuffs, gets out of the handcuffs, and then he was like, oh. And I'm like, well, like, you wanted me. And like, now he's like, well, just put me back in.
He's like, actually, no, I just want to struggle.
And I was like, you can struggle. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh my God, that reminds me. I had a session like 2 weeks ago. He like pulled it out from the wall, like the actual like screws out of the wall.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like he pulled it out and he's like, oh. And it's like, he just like put his arms back there. I was like, you just stay there.
That's so funny. Whenever they're like in bondage and all of a sudden for some reason they get out, there was like, wait, put me back in.
Yeah, like it's crazy because men are so strong. Yeah. Like they really are. Like the bondage has to be specific and tight and like really secure.
Yeah.
Because if they like, oftentimes if they really wanted to, and it's like they
will get
out. Yeah.
Like
we can't buy. I
Yes.
can't buy these like flimsy Amazon
Of course not.
leather straps and under the
course
bed
not.
thing. It's like if someone's built, you know, then the sub that day was like he was like 6'7", you know,
Sure.
like
Yeah.
he was.
We create this like
over,
primal feral urge in them, and then they get out, and we're like,
Yeah,
we did this.
all that testosterone was just going, and
Yes.
it's like, oh, I actually broke the thing.
Yeah, especially if you're sitting there like orgasm denial. They're probably sitting here, testosterone's everywhere, and they're just like, oops.
Yeah, I also love the contrast of like someone that strong letting themselves be like weak and vulnerable
I love
before
it.
me. That's like my favorite part.
I love that. I love whenever I love dominating someone small. I love someone dominating big. Like both are amazing. But yeah, it's like really fun when someone's like so much bigger than you, and you're like, oh, you are letting me like completely take control.
Yeah.
Right. Which is what's so beautiful about doming is that, you know, we don't necessarily take control. Like the sub has to release control, right? Like they have to hand it over to us, and you do that through building trust, and you have to want to do it.
Yeah, that trust building's everything. Yeah, on that note, thank you so much, Dasha.
Of course.
So lovely seeing you. It's
I
always
love
so
seeing
nice.
you.
Yeah.
Aw.
Thanks for watching this episode of Uncensored with MX Tomie. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're a very good sub. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon, and all the other apps that I'm on. I'll see you on the next one.